Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flank. I'm joined by the human turret, one of the best ARs to ever do it, the world champ himself. Give it up for Sam LaRue, a.k.a. Octane. We got another world champ on the other side. Some of the best analysis in the game. Give it up for Christopher Duarte, a.k.a. Parasite. Of course, we got the one and only, the multi-world champ, the multi-champion, a legend and icon to the Call of Duty scene. Give it up for Patrick Price Hicks. And, of course, we got the one and only, the executive producer of The Flank, who's typing right now in my fucking ear.
You can hear the typing? Oh,
I can hear everything, yo.
Oh, shit. That's my bad.
Yo, you might need to chill with that typing, executive producer Benjay.
I fixed it. We're good.
All right, Benjay, talk to me, man. What's going on? Where are you right now, Ben? Where are you?
I am in Atlanta. I'm actually at the ATL FaZe facility. I got here on Wednesday. I'm here till Tuesday, and yeah, I mean, after we did our Atlanta trip earlier in the year, the guys wanted me to come through. We kept procrastinating on a date, so now I'm here later on when the weather is fucking super hot. But it's all good. It's been vibes. Been getting some good streams in, watching some footy, watching some golf, watching some COD,
Yeah.
Ben thinks he's on the team, bro.
He thinks he's on the team, bro.
The boys wanted me to come through, so I had to come through.
Ben literally just said, "Oh, I'm going to Atlanta." It just went there. Who wanted you to pull up, Ben? Who wanted you to pull up? Who was it?
MC and RJ, bro.
They told you to pull up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask them. Ask him.
No, I believe you. I believe you, bro. I believe you. I'm just busting you balls. I believe you.
He'll tell you what
I was just drinking a swig of water. Chris, how you doing, Chris? You doing good? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm grinding. Just been streaming gym still. I definitely need to make sure I keep my eating habits a little bit better, but I've still been just consistent in the gym.
Nice.
Still making progress. But outside of that, streams have been fucking amazing with the X Defiant stuff. Drops. I've been killing it there, and I'm pretty happy about it because I'm just breaking like a record every single month in terms of like how successful my streams have been doing. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Hell yeah, bro. That's awesome, man. I'm happy for you. You're a grinder, brother. You're always streaming, always grinding. And yeah, X Defiant's been a lot. I know a lot of people have been on X Defiant. Sam, you've also been on X Defiant. You were on X Defiant. You've been grinding it every day. How you feeling, Sam LaRue?
I'm feeling great, bro. X Defiant is there's nothing, bro. I'm not here to glaze Pat. I'm doing good, Tom. Matches were good. Game is fun. How are you doing, Pat? How's X Defiant?
Yeah, Slay. What's going on with you?
I'm glad you said that, Sam, because I mean, this week was fun, man. A lot of fun stuff happening, and Sam may be holding his glaze, Tom, but once some of these updates start rolling out, I think the glaze will resume. You know what I mean?
Right. I know there's a lot going on. I know a lot of people are playing. Sam was looking for some double XP the other day. I don't know if he ever got it.
I found it.
You found it?
XP all
Listen,
weekend,
for reference, for how down bad I am, I may or may not have bought the $70 founder thing to get double XP to finish through the shotguns.
You can buy two Pounder $70 ones? I don't
know. I didn't buy it yet, so I bought that. So now I got 7 hours to do shotguns.
They don't mind if you're buying multiple copies. They probably don't mind.
It's besides the point. Besides the point. It's all good.
No, it's
Great
not
time.
besides the point because where there extra double XP codes like Pat? Like, why are you not hooking the boys up?
We're live all weekend. Double XP until Monday morning, Ben.
Don't talk about global double XP. Don't talk to me about no affiliate program. Like,
all right, man. Let's lock in. Let's lock into the matches.
Pat did give me an exclusive MP5 camo, so he's hooking me up.
What? What the fuck?
Wait,
it's not exclusive, but the one that I should have had already, but I didn't have.
It was the closed beta one.
Are you guys ready? I say we dive into the matches. We can obviously just go through them, give our thoughts real quick. We probably won't spend a lot of time today. I think we're going to try and keep the show probably shorter today. And then we'll just give our thoughts and opinions through all of them, and then we'll talk about the good stuff at the end. Got a lot to talk about with the Esports World Cup and all that stuff. I'm really excited for that. So I'm curious to get all you guys' thoughts on that. But let's hop on over to the first series of the day today. We had the Minnesota ROKKR going up against the New York Subliners. This one goes all the way down to a last map. New York came out in the first map and beat them 250-38. They smoked these guys bad. I thought this was a 3-0 off the get-go. And man, was I wrong as it continued just to spiral here for New York. It went all the way down to around 11 as well. We'll scroll down, take a look here at the scoreboard. You can see Paco 1.24. Kismet, he's been stepping it up with a 1.06 for the most part. Everybody doing pushing their weight in the damage department on both sides. Guys, what did you think about the series? I thought it was definitely a pretty close one for New York's liking. They probably would have liked to have won that a little bit differently. But what do you guys think? Ben, we'll start with you and we'll work our way down.
I thought it was a good effort from Minnesota ROKKR today. I thought Linz played particularly well for the ROKKR squad. I actually don't think Spart was too bad in his appearance, especially in that last map. I think Spart did a good job to get to know a point where they could try and win the map, and then they kind of let it slip through their fingers. There's really been the story of this team so close yet so far. And for New York, I think it's still just a case of just not winning clean series against teams that are below them. We saw them already lose to Vegas last week. They went to Game 5 of Carolina earlier in the split. Yeah, they're 3-2 right now, but want to see what the upcoming matches against ROKKR and FaZe that this New York team can run into form going to Major 4.
Yeah, Sam, what did you think about the series, Sam?
I honestly thought ROKKR should have won it. After first map, I was trolling today saying that I was pulling for all the underdogs. After first map, I thought this was going to be a 5-minute series, but kind of the way that the map set had panned out, I actually genuinely thought that ROKKR had a chance to win here, losing round 11, game 5. But New York still haven't really shown me much. Kids had a better series today, which is good. But this team lives and dies by Paco. The fact that they are a top 4 team when their entire well-being is based around one player is kind of insane to me. They just have not shown me anything to move the needle, in my opinion, on the team.
Yeah, Paco really is insane, bro. He really is in my opinion, the hard.
Well, you think he's the best player in the game?
I do think he's the best player in the game, bro. I feel like New York right now is in the conversation of being up there with the best teams in the game because they have Paco on their team. Like kind of what you just said. Like it's like he's a one-man army. Like it's just the way he plays the game. He's a very impactful player, and he's super annoying to play against. And he's really good. He has a lot of different gears, so he's just tough to play against. But Chris, what did you think? What did you think about the series, bro?
ROKKR's hardpoint continues to be pretty bad. I think they've won a couple here and there since coming back from the major. But their hardpoints record as a team overall has been just terrible. And it haunted them here as they got a fucking 38-point club. I think is that the most the team's lost?
I don't know. Is that the record this season?
It might be the record.
Definitely this season. The lowest.
It's not the record. It's
was
LAT, right?
Cold
not the record?
War.
Yeah, Cold War LAT.
14.
14 is crazy.
It is one of 5 times. It's one of 5 times a team has held under 50.
Bro, is 14 insane. Not crazy? I feel like that is insane.
14 is
bro.
insane.
Yo, oh my God.
Sam, you weren't on LAT.
No, I was not. I was on Surge drowning out.
Sam, that would have never happened with you in a squad. That would have never happened.
I would have spawned in and got 14 points.
I think I did expect New York to at least win one search. The fact that they lost or they won that map 5, almost lost both of them was kind of surprising to me. But that Karachi, man, I don't know. Their Karachi, I feel like they I feel like they haven't played that in a while, have they? I feel like they've only been playing Invasion Control.
They stopped playing it because they suck at it.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if they tried to get that in there to try to work on it and it bit them in the ass and extend the series.
They can't play Karachi.
Yeah, so I mean,
what do you guys think it is with that map? Better, why do you guys think it is that some teams just have bad maps? Why is New York bad at Karachi? What do you guys think? Do you think it's just a play style thing? You think it's is it a player thing? Is it just how they work together on that map? Or do you think they just don't understand that map well? What do you think it is?
At least from today, I don't know about an overall macro game sense. I would have to actually go back and look at things, but at least today, it seems like they try to set up a lot of these very telegraphed plays. And on maps like Karachi, I think it's a lot more on the fly. You see teams capitalize on B timings for offenses and things like that. Whereas New York, I think it was me and you, Ben, we were watching kids go around, sit dumpster for an hour, wait, block every spawn. Oh, they're definitely pinching. They're a very cut and dry team on Karachi. Whereas I think the better teams usually work on the fly and react to things a little bit better than they do.
They just take way more risk. They just hit gaps. They feel like they have an opening, they take the opening and they try to make a play happen. Yeah. Whereas New York, it seems like they're trying to do everything together. And Karachi is not really a map you get all that much punished on. I feel like that play style works when you're playing a map that punishes you, like Invasion Control, for example, for dying. But I feel like on Karachi, a lot of the time, you don't really get punished too hard. As long as you don't go 4 dead, as long as you're pressuring constantly and getting 1 and dying, depending on the side, you benefit more than you do on other maps.
Nick Classic has a term for this, the unpredictables. You got to hit routes that are not going to be telegraphed. And I think with New York, to your point, Sam, the way that Paco and especially kids play on the map in a lot of situations, you just know they're hitting the long route. And teams, it's not even just a spawn read. It's just knowing people are alive and get the read. So I think New York's just got to diversify and retool their system, which I assume they won't. And it's just going to be an issue all year. And maybe they win, maybe they don't. I don't know.
I mean, they've been very good at the other 2 controls. I think putting Karachi in isn't necessarily the most important thing because they have been a phenomenal control team as of late with just Invasion and High Res.
Yeah, I mean, especially High Rise last couple splits. I don't think they've lost since like Major One.
As long as they don't fall off a cliff on those two, I really don't think they have anything to worry about.
I just think that only gets them so far though, because FaZe is such a good controlled team. Obviously, Optic at times when they play well is a good controlled team, and we've seen Toronto get better at some of the control maps. So, I think for New York, I agreed with your earlier assessment, Sam. Like, I really think Minnesota should have won the series. I think the map 5 scam out of Minnesota and the way they handled the last like 3 or 4 rounds, which is insane to me. And in the last round in which they just refused to plant, I thought was also insane.
Well, we'll tune into the end of that map 5 for sure once we get everybody's thoughts. But let's move on to Pat. Pat, what did you think of the series? New York go all the way to a map 5 round 11 against ROKKR. What are your thoughts?
Well, my first thought, Tom, ROKKR still need roster changes.
Mm-hmm. It might. You think it's too late now, Pat? It might be too late now.
Tom, it's never too late. It's never chalked. You always pack a punch, unless you're Boston Breach. Then you're chalked.
Okay.
But I don't know, Tom. I'm still like, I think it's week after week after week. Same thing with New York. Like, these guys cannot have a series where they all play well. It's just never gonna happen. It's impossible. Hydra's insane. Still insane. Been insane. I am surprised it went game 5 round 11, but I'm not surprised it came down to like a Neslo situation. Like for this ROKKR team, I feel like that's really their only opportunity to win series, even with Lamar. I thought Spart was decent, but again, I don't think it's moving the needle. I think this team still needs actual roster changes and needs a fundamental makeover. Is how I would put it.
Which team?
Minnesota.
ROKKR?
Yeah.
ROKKR.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna say that they definitely tried to make certain upgrades, and certain people might have declined. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys think that's a good idea. But there's
I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna bring that up.
There's business out there, but
I don't know that they might have offered a few people. I really don't know, but I did hear offers are being declined. And I feel like, it's like a double-edged sword, right? It's like, do you want to take the opportunity and get back in a league and try and make the most of it? Or do you want to just let the opportunity go away and just bank on...
It depends on the player. I don't think...
I agree.
One player that got offered, I don't think he should take it. I'm glad he didn't, because I think he gets in regardless next year.
Wait, but that's dumb, because what's the prize pool for champs 5th place?
I have no idea.
No idea.
Like he could easily sign a 1 year.
It's not that high.
No, but he could easily sign a 1 if if I'm ROKKR, I'd do this. I would totally sign a contract with a player knowing I wouldn't retain them next year. I would totally do that if I'm ROKKR. Why not? You got to qualify for champs, and you want to improve your odds at placing at champs. So to me, there's a no risk scenario for the player to sign and play through challengers. Because if you feel confident you can upgrade this team and qualify for champs and guarantee to make prize money at champs, why would you not take that?
Because they're not confident they're going to qualify for champs.
I mean, they have some of the best odds right now. They're still in 8th currently.
Yeah, and they also have good players too.
Yeah,
I don't think their players are bad.
That's pretty dumb. This is one of those scenarios where
Lynch is a good player to build around for sure, bro. And Standy got pooped on today, but he hasn't been all that bad.
Yeah, but I feel like if anything,
fine.
There's certain players that they probably offered that probably get in next year anyways, and they'll probably get offers from this organization regardless. Like,
but why not take a 1 year situation and make decent money? Like,
they don't want to torch. They don't want to torch their shit, bro. Like, if they get fucking fried?
Good players, stock isn't getting torched.
I'm gonna name the
months.
player you're talking about. It's Dylan Rex. Has already been talked about on stream. I personally think that Dylan should have taken this opportunity to join the team, because I felt like it's fairly risk-free for him. Like, if he were to join,
it's 100% risk-free.
You get fried. Like, the team was already chalked, and if you go and you win and you qualify for champs and you get an opportunity to play well, like, you can parlay that on.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, it's my opinion.
But even if the team sucks, you're out of there in a month and a half and on to whatever team you want to get on.
Right.
Yeah.
And
you try and take control of the team.
Yeah, exactly. And it is fucking the reins are up for grabs as far as I'm concerned. If I'm Dylan Rex, I would have been like, yo, Lins, me and you, team or two, if you fucking turn it around and stop being ass.
My point is like,
and he would have been going to the Esports World Cup. If that's
wait. He turned down the Esports World Cup?
No. They could still be going.
Yeah, but all 12 CDL teams are getting invited. So if you get on a team,
but there's of course.
Wait. Hold on. Slow to roll. He turned down the Esports.
I don't know if he was thinking
he
like
just,
that.
He just turned down the CDL team.
He turned down the CDL team. But theoretically, if you really think about it, it wasn't announced, Pat. It wasn't announced.
Anyways,
nah. Hold on, Tom. There's some selling going on if that's occurring.
I've seen it happen one too many times where a player that's like hyped up goes in, they don't perform the best because they're just in an uncomfortable situation, unfavorable situation, and then they just get sent to the gulag.
Yeah, and their stock plummets.
That's entirely different scenarios, bro. That's a team coming into a dog shit team. This team has the opportunity to be decent with the roster change. We've said it since day one.
Yeah, but that's one. But boy, that's what like they were making one change, like they're subbing out for Lamar or whatever. Like
no. It's back to what Tom said, bro. You come in, you take control of the roster. You
100%.
say, yo, I'll join, but there's another change that has to happen.
Well, I don't think he has that kind of power, brother.
Well, then people need to, Tom. We gotta teach people how to.
Bro,
do
that's
business.
That's how. Honestly, bro, that's how you show people. Though, that's how you end up on a top 4 team. You have to go to that team first to show people like who you are, and then eventually you get picked up by that next tier of players. Ben, Maron, I'm gonna take that keyboard and I'm gonna throw it out the fucking window when I get there.
I had no idea I was getting picked up.
Don't worry, guys.
I told you before the show.
Wait,
I
Ben,
told you before the fucking show.
Wait, Ben, they made Tinder for PCs?
Look at this guy.
No, I'm getting some intel for later in the show. Don't worry
And
about it.
dear Shelly, I'm going to be late to Top Golf. I apologize.
What was I saying?
I don't even know, bro. Something about getting on top 14.
Bro, you have to go through that one like bottom mid pack team to get to the top team, bro. Especially if you're like a superstar player, and bro, Dylan Rex has been really good in challengers. At the end of the day, he does have a really good stock going into the end of the year. But I don't know. I probably would have took it too, Pat. I think I probably would have took it too.
Bro, 100%. This team had a chance to be decent. Like.
Yeah,
I can't comprehend not taking it.
Yeah, nah, agreed. But Pat, you got any final thoughts on this New York ROKKR series? You got any final thoughts on this?
No, I don't think so. I think that's my final thought.
Okay. Also, breaking news. I don't know if some of you guys knew about this, but Enabled, that nub, has been banned on Twitch. I think he's got like a week or 2 banned. So
it's a week ban. We're throwing Mungy meat.
Yep, we really.
Go
ahead,
live
Chris.
streaming a tournament. And I look at my chat, and all of a sudden, there's just a Mungus cock in my chat.
Oh, come on, Duarte. You didn't have to say it like that.
I'm getting a Mungus cock spammed in my chat.
But
lo and behold,
you didn't have to say it a second time. You didn't have to say it a whole second time.
It was a nub himself and his gang just throwing meat on my fucking chat.
Mm-hmm.
The gang of nubblers throwing Mungy meat.
Did you report him? Are you who reported him?
No, I didn't.
Listen, he put it in my chat too, but you know what I'm saying. I don't think we kept it under wraps in here.
I don't think there's any feds in this chat. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he put it in a million fucking chats, so it was bound to happen. There he goes. The nub will be back. # free nub in the chat. But let's switch on over to the round 11 here. Towards the end of this one with the New York and Minnesota ROKKR series. So this was the last map, round 11. I don't even know. Somebody challenged off the rip and got picked. It was Spart. I think he just went straight for the challenge. But they both jumped out the window too. They had 2 players hop out of windows. So immediately Minnesota ROKKR's push kind of gets slowed down a little bit because they get blooded right away. It was Paco who gets control mid-map. So he kind of had the pinch and everything. Minnesota ROKKR, they bounced back. They were able to get the blood and play their life. There was no trades there from anybody from New York. And this is pretty much where New York stays. This is like their setup. This is kind of how it all plays out. I think one guy from ROKKR tries to make a move. They tried to break ankles here, but they ended up going back to A here. They were trying to finesse. And it did work because they dragged Paco out of the play a little bit. But then once ROKKR gets back over here, the trades go down in New York's favor, and this one comes to an end. Ben, I know that there was something that you wanted to talk about here in round 11, so I'll let you take the floor here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think there's 2 things. One is there was obviously, I think, a window in which Sandy could have planted, and 2, the subsequent challenge he just made with 15 seconds left, I don't think was particularly wise. So I just think Minnesota obviously was kind of forced to try and do something 3v4. They finally got the blood on Dante, and then it really just didn't kind of push the issue there to try and win this round.
And Lins could have planted, too. He could have planted the bomb. I thought he was going to slide right to the bomb and plan in. We were going to have a 1v1 on our hands. But what do you got? Where do you think it went wrong, Sam, in round 11 here for Minnesota? What do you think happened here?
I think it went wrong pre-wrap here. Once Eli was laying on the bomb, and they could have just had someone like check over him to make sure no one was playing the deep angle to like prevent the right side bomb plant. I think they go for it there. Worst case scenario, Kiz like put shots into Eli or something, and they could just trade him out because they have positioning for it. But I think the fact that they tried to do this like a late round heroic like rewrap to A thing is where it kind of collapsed.
Yeah.
Once Eli was on the bomb, I
I
think
don't
they
know
tried to
what he
work it.
did there too. Why did he jump up
were-
on there like that with the bomb? That's risky, bro.
I think they were just trying to spot if a guy was close. And also when they wrapped, I think they were trying to see if they could catch somebody like on the flank, like body stack him. To be honest, it's like you can say you're break this down all we want, but the spot that Kismet is in, it worked there. It will never work again. Like that is one of those spots where it's like, oh my god, Kismet literally won a round because
You'd
of
be
this,
surprised, bro. The amount of rounds won from like an area right here on the hop up.
I hear you. I'm saying like if I was playing, like that's just now an angle I'm aware of that I'm gonna check every single time now when going for this bomb. And it caught them off guard and they got a free blood out of it, and then it set up the whole play for them to like continue to win the round, which that's tough for Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eli was also going rogue here, bro. He went rogue. He ended up when he gets picked here, it was pretty much chalked. And Lynn's definitely he had the bomb and could have planted right here, right? I think I might have been tweaking.
He grabs the bomb with like 6 seconds left on it. Like he could have, once he kills him right here, he could just slide and hold square and it would have planted.
Yeah. Nah,
Like right here, he just slides, hold square, plant the bomb. Like,
I mean, that's banking on him to do something crazy, but I thought he had that for a
that
second.
timing on him to not see him too is crazy.
Yeah. Ben, was there any other round you wanted to talk about? Pat, you have anything to say in round 11? Anything you saw?
Hydra's a beast. That's all I really saw all series long time.
They thought he was pinching in round 11 because Paco was working that pinch a lot. He was pushing through there a lot, and I think Paco made a good play just by sitting and holding mid-map and just playing that cut rather than just actually pushing the flank, because it was pretty predictable at that point. He was being a nuisance all game long. So that's kind of what you can do. Play some mind games with people. They don't know what the fuck you're doing or where you're at. Guys, any final thoughts on Minnesota, New York? We'll move on to the next one.
Nope.
All right, let's go to the next series of the day. We have Optic, Texas going up against the Carolina Royal Ravens. This one also goes all the way down to a last map, and our major 3 champions fall again. I think that's 3 in a row now, right, for Optic Texas, where they fall. We'll scroll down and take a look here at the stat sheet, and Jesus Model, a Shotzi saving them from the red carpet. 20,000 damage for Shotzi. 111 kills with a 1.14. Everybody else in the red carpet range. And then on the other side, everybody from Carolina really pulling some weight here. I felt like everybody did their thing. Clay on the scoreboard might not seem like it, but he had a lot of moments in the series where he went big. So especially in that last map. But what did you guys think of the series, Pat? We'll start with you.
I mean, seriously, Tom. I don't know where to begin. This is bad. This is bad, Tom. Especially to the teams that they're giving these wins to. Man, they must really like Clay. I'll say that. I'll say this Optic squad must really like Clay. Because I feel like at this point they're willing him to champs, but this is bad, Tom.
You think so?
Letting TJ do this to you?
Hey, don't disrespect Tej, bro.
He's been
Tej has been him this year.
crazy.
He's not
you
disrespect
guys
Tej.
aren't understanding. Letting Tej do this.
No,
Fred's
Tej
record
is
versus
good, bro.
Tej is not good.
Wait, no, Sam saw this coming. Sam, you want to speak on? I think how you
Listen,
saw
bro,
this
I
coming?
pulled up before the
Sam, you
series started. I
predicted
saw the
this, man.
maps. Listen, man, I opened up Twitter. I went to Crumble's Twitter. I pulled up the lineup for the week. I saw that lineup, and I hammered a TJ Halley over, and lo and behold,
What was
109
that cookie
kills.
you told me, Sam? The peanut
Bro,
butter? Which one
Ultimate peanut butter. Like, you're telling me
man.
Tej is about to come out here and cook?
Yeah,
like,
nah,
it was
that's
the
actually
most
a good play.
free Tej over I've ever seen in my life.
That's insane. Hey, Sam's going on TJ Moore's based on the crumble cookie lineup.
If the crumble lineup is mid,
If you guys don't know, some people are confused. They don't know what crumble is, but they just switch up the flavors every week, right? It's like a big cookie company.
Cookie company,
Yeah,
chat.
they make good cookies, man. Check them out. But yeah, Sam, overall, what did you think about the series?
Dude, I know Troy Pat's like being Pat, but I'm kind of worried, bro.
All right, that's what everybody keeps coming in here saying.
Bro,
Should they be worried? They
I
keep
thought
asking that question.
thought last week was like the all right, like enough's enough. Let's lock in, like have a good week of practice, and then come out and beat the fuck out of Carolina. Like that's what I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And this is not good. I don't like people in chat are going to say complacency and people are going to run with the complacent thing. I don't think it's being complacent. I genuinely think they're just playing shit COD. Like, I don't think they're coming into these matches like not trying anymore after last week. Maybe last week you could use that excuse or whatever you want, but for this match, there is no way after an 0-2 that they're like, oh, whatever, like, oh my God, haha. Like, I don't think it's complacency. I think they're just playing like dog shit.
They look like
Actually, going to be a losers bracket.
They look like stage 1 Optic, bro, which is like, yeah, they're a really solid, really good hardpoint team. But the S&D, they are a mid-pack S&D team. And our complaint with them during stage 1 and part of stage 2 is their map pool was tiny. They addressed that during major 3. And
we were not this bad in stage 1, bro.
I mean, in the sense of their S&D map pool was tiny, and the series were going to game 5, and they were winning some. The problem since last stage to now, since the event to now, is one is suddenly Karachi S&D is now a terrible map for them out of nowhere.
Yo, I love listen, bro. I love Tyler Fellow, bro, and like I'm giving him props because he's been playing a lot better. They're getting outslayed by Tyler Fellow.
I'm telling you, they're getting shit on, bro.
I mean,
shit on.
But Tyler's been playing good though. He's been playing really good. I did say that.
That's what I said. I'm just saying,
but
like.
I mean,
you're saying they're like stage 1? No,
I think at some point we got to start tipping Fellow too, because he's been playing good now.
He's been playing
good. He's been playing so much better.
I got punked for taking the Tyler over today, and that hit. So fuck y'all. But like the point I was gonna finish, Chris, while I was talking about stage 1 Optic, is I feel like after stage 1 they really addressed their teamwork. I think in a better way. We obviously criticized them a lot at that event. And I feel like they've regressed to the same issue of getting caught sprinting too much, not really challenging stuff together, not really team shooting together, not being collective in what they want to do on the map in a given situation. And I think that's why they're running into trouble against a team like Carolina that, to be honest, Optic should beat them like 5 out of 6 times. No disrespect to Carolina.
Yeah. Well, that was just like your point, Ben. The stage 1 thing is like their search. They're losing hard points. Like these guys, even throughout all of the sloppiness and the critique that we had prior to their slump right now, was like always high respawn gameplay regardless of the team that they were playing against. And right now, like, they're losing respawns to ROKKR, they're losing respawns to, fairly enough, like a good Carolina team, but like it was the searches that we were worried about prior, and now I feel like there's just been a complete regression in like the individual play for everybody on the team outside of Ant. Like, Ant's been their pretty consistent piece for the last couple of months at this point, and I feel like Brandon, we were pretty high on him major 3 qualifiers up until, you know, this slump now. I don't think he's playing super great as of late. AG had a couple good moments today, but like I just don't see, even Ken, like I just don't see the consistency that this team had even when they weren't playing great in stage 3. The slaying is not there. These guys are not on the level of which they need to be to bail themselves out of these series where they're not playing good COD.
Bro, the numbers are insane in this series, bro. Both teams were just sprinting, like just head bashing.
Yeah, there's a lot of single pushing. I said that when we were watching the game. I said Optic was single pushing a little bit.
They're just not like, I don't know. They're not doing anything together at all.
My only thing, Sam, is I hear on the respawn, but Optic's now lost 5 S&Ds in a row. So
for sure. I'm just saying it's compounding now because now there's also a respawn thing where it wasn't before in your previous.
Bro, Ant's still been insane, bro. Ant was trying to will these guys to victory today. He was going crazy today.
Look, I just think for Optic, they talked a lot about the team call they had Saturday night at the last event. It's the same situation now. Like, you had a really tough end of your first week against Vegas. Then they had a stinker last week against ROKKR. And now a week later-ish, 5 days later, they have another sticker against Carolina, and they should be beating these teams 3-0, 3-1. Like, this is a low point. And to your guys' point earlier, this is a remaining schedule. They are now 1-3 during the stage. They have New York on Sunday. That is a match they could absolutely lose the way they're playing right now. They lose that, they have to beat both Boston, which I think they'll beat, and then Toronto in order to make winners bracket. Can you imagine this Optic team loses to New York and they need to go 2-0 next week? And Scrappy and them have a chance to send Optic to losers bracket.
I mean, that's crazy.
After the grand final last stage,
like,
there's a severe hangover with event winners as of late. It's like
this ain't a hangover.
It's happened to every team.
This is the same shit that's happened though. Like this has happened this year.
Guys, I understand.
Wait, did FaZe have a hangover?
Okay, maybe not. I'm not saying it happens to everyone, but I'm saying it's happened this year. Like, Toronto played like shit. I think people were comparing like when we won to like the 1-4 thing last year. Like, there's a lot of.
I guess FaZe didn't really.
FaZe didn't, but
different.
Yeah, they just got crazy consistency.
Guys, let's slow down, okay? There's no champs hangover, or there's none of that. I announced I'm moving to Dallas.
Here we go.
3 matches ago.
Man.
Okay, I announced it publicly. It was known. They go 0-3 right after. This is no surprise, guys. There's no coincidence here.
Pat, what do you think? They're feeling your aura? Are they feeling your aura?
They're feeling Pat.
I mean, when you think about time, I mean, this org has felt the org for a long, long time. You know what I'm
Here
saying?
we go, bro.
I mean, look, it is what it is. Sometimes it takes a little while to take effect, Tom. Hopefully they can get over it by champs, you know. But right now, Tom, they're on that roller coaster going down after that announcement. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
you might get a FaceTime from Hector here soon, Pat. He's trying to figure out how to get rid of it.
I have to do another eavesdrop podcast. This time, cut me in on the ad rev though.
Get Pat in on the eavesdrop for sure. Get him in there. Well, that would be a great episode.
We did one, Tom.
I know. I want to see another one, Pat. I want to see a set like a version 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hear you.
But I also want to talk about Carolina, bro. Their search has been phenomenal. I mean, they won their first search 6-0, and I think that Tyler Fellows said in the interview that they had the most 6-0s out of any team in S&D. Is that true?
Impressive, if true.
If he said it with some conviction, so it's got to be true.
I think they've played Rio S&D and like just 6-0, like multiple teams on it.
Yeah, no, which listen, guys, I think that's like a really big positive thing going for Carolina here. If they could just keep winning search and destroys like this, huh?
They used to be ass at search. I think like first stage or second stage.
Yeah,
they were
but they're peaking. They're peaking
worst.
at a good time right now.
Yeah, but like you look at the names on this team, everyone on this show was like, all right, they'll figure it out. Like just looking at the roster, and they figured it out.
Yeah, Gwen's also stepped back up, which I think is big. There was a period of time where Gwen was kind of slumping a bit, and then it was kind of Clay and Fellow going crazy. Gwen the last few series seems like he's been a lot better as well. And he's been kind of kicking up. So there's
we need more Tej gas, bro. I've been saying it on the show. We need more Tej gas, man. He's the most underrated player this entire year, in my opinion.
I think Tej is now making a very good case to be the most improved player this season.
Tej is him. Great. Gizmo's tweaking. Tom's tweaking.
Again, I apologize.
Gizmo's tweaking. I got MC and Adam flipping me off in the fucking hallway, distracting me. Like,
MC's always flipping people off and shit. He's always flipping people off. But yeah, any other final thoughts that you guys wanted to talk about? I wanted to kind of go over just his last S&D because apparently Clayster was going crazy. Well, not apparently, he was going crazy. He had a big 1v3 here in this one. Ben, I know you wanted me to pull up, but you couldn't tell me what the round was. So I'm just having a hard time finding it. But you guys have any other thoughts on the series? I mean, overall, if you're an Optic fan, are you worried, guys? Sam, are you actually worried for him? Are you guys worried for him? Honestly,
with their remaining schedule, yes.
Yeah.
What's their remaining schedule, Ben?
They have Optic and Toronto left.
Pat,
Toronto and New York.
Pat,
Toronto,
as an
New York.
Optic fan, are you worried?
I'm not worried. But I will say,
here it is.
Just to clarify, this is what sets Ultra and FaZe apart from these guys. Ultra 1 went 5-2 the next stage. FaZe 1 7-0 the next stage. Optic 1-3 getting beat up by the bottom 8. It goes back to what I've been saying all year. Right now, FaZe, Ultra, Optic, and I think, like I said, Ultra's gonna come out and get first at champs, obviously. But Optic's playing at where I got them and where I've had them all year, and in my opinion, they're a top 4 team, and it just is what it is. But they're not top 2.
Like I have faith in them to clean it up when we get to the event. I'm not saying that like they're just a terrible team now because they're losing online, but like they're in a way, even with the way that like teams play online with the top 3 or whatever, like this shit does translate. Like confidence and like out of game like shit actually like going into if you're getting shit on for weeks on end before the event, you're not going to feel super confident event winning mentality when you show up, regardless of if you know you get better online or not.
If they play the way they're playing right now, it's going to be a repeat of last year where they pulled up to Toronto, got slammed, and then had a rough time at champs. Like, obviously, it's not what we want for an Optic fan, and we will cook their shit if that happens again. But like this lack of teamwork, the way they're playing right now, to your point, Sam, they go to LAN and play like this way, they're not winning series. Unless Shotzi's winning every gunfight he runs into.
You think he's trying?
You think the headshot multiplier coming back into the game like it has anything to do with their ARs not playing as well?
Hell no.
The multiplier? Wouldn't the multiplier make them better?
4-bullet MCW.
No.
I mean, hypothetically, no. When you introduce quote inconsistencies into the game, like it could potentially make them worse because they're just hypothetically they get a gunfight and get bullshit that they would never lose if it was just consistent.
They got bigger problems than we thought, I think.
Yeah.
I thought for a second you were like the subs like going up against these new ARs or something.
No.
I thought that's the route you were going.
I mean, there's just like I mean, this just happens in any game when the skill gap, like whenever there's like a gun that like does it all, or like there's like a broken ass mechanic or something like that. Like for example, back in Cold War, like the M4 meta, like people that were not that good at running an AR were just better with the M4 meta because the M4 was cheese. Like it was just like anyone could get a kill. It's a crutch. Yeah, it's like this game. It's probably the headshot multiplayer creates.
Yeah, but your AR shouldn't be playing worse when the AR gets better.
I just wanted to bring it up.
Yeah. 4-shot, 5-shot. It shouldn't affect a team like Optic that's got elite players that can play.
That is never going to make that much of a difference.
This is purely a mindset.
They can't get a kill,
thing.
so. Yeah.
Well, it's hard. It's hard when you're solo challenging everything and caught running in a gunfight. It's not taking stuff together and playing off info. So
yeah, I think they just need a little refresher, man. A little refresher, and they have to just kind of regroup. And they definitely seem like they haven't been playing like themselves. That's for sure, because they are bringing that single pushing shit back. And we've seen teams get into that cycle where they're just like, I don't know, they're not looking good. But it has been 3 games in a row, so they're definitely gonna have to get it going here soon if they want to make winners bracket. So. We'll see what happens there. I want to take us to the 1v3 here with Clay. I think Clay's out right now, right? He's with his team eating. I don't know if he'll be able to make it. We'll see if Clay can join us for the show. If he's able to make it, that'd be great. If not, we'll get him on another time. But Clay with a big 1v3 here in the round in the round 3. Here, I can rewind it for you guys just so you can see how the round played out. But it was good plays from Kenny. He was able to get a first blood. TJ, he bounces back, able to get the trade. And then take a look at the plays from Clay. It's just a good little off angle here. They didn't check it, and he was able to find 2. And then right here on the third guy, I don't think Bruce expected Clay to chow him like this. I don't think he expected old man Clay to run him down like that. I mean, that's fantastic plays from Clayster there.
Yeah, guy's doing this like he's on the fucking main stage. He's got a close-up, but I mean, that's what you expect from Clay. Clay is not someone that's going to be a scaredy cat AR. He's going to chow, and that gets him in trouble sometimes. But in a situation like this, you catch a good time and get a good pistol kill. Bada bing, bada boom.
I just had flashbacks to the fucking 1v3 you had against me back in fucking MLG Dallas in Black Ops 2 with the fucking sniper pistol.
Oh man, I remember that. Is that when he
Got
quickscoped somebody?
Years later.
Was that on? Wait, was that raid or is that another?
It was raid. It was raid. He killed me. I was the final kill with the pistol.
Oh my god, it's literally burned into his memory.
Oh my god, he's shaking his bulge. And then I got this other one. Take a look at the shots here from Clayster here. He has AG on the bridge stairs head glitch. 20 seconds left on the clock, and Carolina's got to make a play. Take a look at Clay. The MCW jumps the corner, shreds him.
Oh my god.
And then Dashy, he tries to make a play, but Clay is right there. He's all over it. Last guy's Kenny. He tries to get in there, and Clay picks up 3 this round as well. So Clay just turning up when it matters most. And look at him. He's screaming. He's going fucking nuts.
He's on main stage.
Nah, he's on. I mean, that's what I love that about Clay, bro. I love that he's always going hard as fuck.
Never a lack of passion.
No, never at all.
Always got passion.
And then I want to take us to the last and final round here because this was crazy here. This was insane. Tyler Fellow was somehow able to sneak a 2-piece grenade in there off the start. And I think it was because Optic threw their trophies too far. So one guy threw, they had 2 trophies there. And I think what happened, the first one was too far. So you can see one's down now. And then Dashy goes to throw the second one now. It's in the air, but the grenades are blown up by the time it lands. The grenades, boom, pop. I think they landed pretty close. And it kind of screwed them there. So probably that first trophy that comes out probably got to get pushed up a little bit.
Trophies?
They did. That's a trophy right there. Is that not?
Next to the skull.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And Asim was talking about this during the watch party. Like, could be an issue. I don't know if Bruce is running quick grip. Like, it maybe that kind of affected it, but.
Bruce only runs marksman.
Yeah, I think the problem was, but you don't need. But Scrappy was in the watch party. You don't need quick grip to get that trophy down. I think there might have been a miscomm there because somebody threw a trophy. It just wasn't close enough. It was too far away. And then Bruce, when you watch the replay after the round, I could probably even pick up the replay when they showed it. It looked like he was running into green first and then turned around and threw the trophy. Actually, here it is right now, actually. Here it is. Let's see. This was the replay that came in here. Maybe not. Maybe he wasn't running into green. He like shimmied green. So here's the nades from Fellow. All of them work grenades here. And yeah, they can see the grenades coming. I mean, they just completely caught Optic off guard there. And there was a hell of grenades.
I think Brandon's just shouldering it just to dodge the nades and dodge pressure. But like, obviously, to the point of the nade spam, like he just doesn't get the trophy down in time, and they get 2-piece for the L.
Yeah, I mean that was definitely a tough way to go out, right? It's a close game, and you get two-piece nated. So, big plays from Tyler Fellow here in the S&D, and big plays from Clay as well. Guys, you have any other final thoughts on Carolina or Optic? Who's Carolina play next, man? Like, what's their schedule looking like? And what's Optic's schedule? What's their schedules like?
So Optic has New York this weekend, and then they got Boston, free dub, and then Toronto. So Optic, New York now is a massive match. If Optic lose that, they're going to have to beat Boston and Toronto. So Scrap may have an opportunity, depending on tiebreakers, to send Optic to losers bracket at major 4-4. Carolina, they are 2-3, so they just have to win one of the remaining matches against Miami and Boston. You have to think they probably will do one of those. So,
yeah, for sure. Gentlemen, any final thoughts on the series with Carolina or Optic? Any final thoughts?
I will say it's pretty impressive that Ravens have been like pretty much keeping up with like the top four teams they have played, and they should have a better record than they did. They haven't been able to ice up in quite a few of their series, but they've iced up in the last two, so good for them. I mean, they look like a pretty good team. I expect them to make a run at this major if they keep playing this way.
Yeah, they look good. Anybody else, Sam, Pat? Anything?
I just want to see Optic play New York and Toronto. I know they've been playing shit COD against shit teams, but I think how they play against New York will be a good, like, okay, where's this team at right now?
Right.
Kind of serious.
Like a judgment for them, because you think maybe they might be playing down a little bit, Sam?
Yeah, I think if they get shit on against New York, that is when like the caution alarms start going. But if they play up and it's a good series, and like even if they lose it, they take it to like a close 5, and like we see some promising shit,
yeah,
I won't be super concerned. But if they show up and get bodied by New York, that's when things are not good.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Pat, anything? You good, Pat?
I mean, they got to turn it around now. Otherwise, Tom, I think we'll all know. We'll all know what it is. You know what I'm
get
saying?
this aura off, bro. They need to hit up Pat. We're actually talking about that for sure.
Yeah, we don't have to talk. We don't have to talk much. We don't have to talk much here. But we got Atlanta FaZe going up against the Boston Breach. I think the scoreboard says enough, right? 250 to 176. 6-1 in the SD and 3-0 here in the control. Definitely time respect.
What do they all finish with?
This is insane scoreboard.
Good Lord.
2.5s. You got 2.7s.
They all have 1.5.
Listen, I was telling my chat for 2 days that Snoopy Under was free in this series. People were like, nah, Snoopy will hold this in this series. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. No, this was just an absolute bloodbath here from Atlanta FaZe here with the Boston Breach. I'll give my immediate thoughts. The Boston Breach got absolutely pooped on. They haven't won a series in months.
They broke the record for most series lost in the CDL.
These guys are chalked. I'd be thinking about Esports World Cup if I were them. I'd be thinking about Esports World Cup.
Blow it up.
You know what I mean? Well, I mean, what would you guys be doing right now? I feel like you have to think about that now.
Planning my vacation.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like,
oh Jesus.
Probably signing the number one challenger. I'm probably going to sign the team that wins challenger champs immediately to the organization for the World Cup.
You can't do that. We'll get to that in a minute because
their roster lock is pre-major 4.
So.
Oh shit!
Look, Tom, we can summarize this series really easily. They now have the longest losing streak of all time.
Wow,
that is insane.
They're one of the worst rosters ever assembled in Call of Duty history.
But to be fair, they've gone through a couple of different players in there,
and they're remarkably all shit.
Yeah, and they're just not. Nobody's
Wait, hold on. So in what is this the? Well, actually, I don't even know if this
last time they won a series was with Austin, right? And what was it? The Austin
St. Patrick's Day in March.
No, hold on. I got a question. So you guys remember back in the day? Was it BO3 or Infinite Warfare? Was it Epsilon that was like had like a fucking absurdly terrible like record in one of the like league splits?
Yeah, because they fucking chalked it like halfway through. They were just so checked.
Like, are they rivaling them for like the worst like win-loss ratio in like Call of Duty history in their league split? Or like not a league split, but like a league.
Compare CWL.
Is it comparable?
Well, it's gonna be Vegas.
It's gonna be Vegas.
It's gonna be Vegas. Okay.
Yeah.
Vegas won 2 series.
They went like 2 and 24 or something.
Yeah, I don't even think that's ever gonna be beat again. No, I don't think that's gonna ever be topped. So imagine winning one series in a season, bro. That'd be insane.
I mean, the owners of this team got to be flabbergasted. They actually maybe not. They probably don't even look anymore. They probably just thought
the sad part is like
they just watch the money leave the account and they don't even. They're out of sight, out of mind.
FaZe fucking played them on like their best shit. The triple Karachi is probably like the best look the Boston's gonna get. And like map 1, to be honest, the only reason this map was close is because P-Dog got a couple of insane fucking 2-pieces in P3 in that fucking doorway. Outside of that, they probably would have gotten like maybe 100 point club on the map, and then last 2 maps, man.
Last 2 maps were bad, man. We weren't even like,
Fucking
we stopped
gross.
watch. We were like, bro, we stopped even paying attention because it was just like so bad. Like they were just getting ran. And spawn killed and spawn trapped. I mean, other than this, I mean, Atlanta FaZe 4-0 so far in the stage. Who they got coming up, Ben? Who are some of the guys they're playing?
They got LA Thieves coming up next. So that should be interesting. I believe that's on Sunday. Then they have Toronto and Miami next week. So Toronto actually plays
Toronto.
Optic and FaZe next week, which is interesting. But
Do you guys see Slasher tweet out the Michael Jordan gif?
yeah,
No, did he? So what do you think this means for Slasher? Was he right the whole time?
Might have been.
And do you think his stock
Bro,
will be going
threw
up?
Optic logos on the screen.
Bro,
That's crazy.
I don't understand how Slasher stock is bad. I don't think Slasher was terrible. He was playing mid, but like
The team
if you
overall
think about it, the
was
team was
rough.
fucking ass.
Yeah, it was rough. It was definitely rough. Here's Slasher here.
Wait, actually, he had like a good stage 1. Like he was probably one of their best players in stage 1. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
he
there were
was
moments
one
where
of
we
their
were
better
calling
players,
Austin
bro.
him
I
for
remember
sure.
he was one of the only people shooting back in hardpoint.
Yeah,
I mean, I just remember that series they lost. So he had like a 1.3 or whatever at the first event, and they all were neg. I remember that one. That's so
Yeah.
big.
Look, what
Yeah,
happened
did
here
y'all
is
see
this.
Castle's tweet? Look at Castle's tweet.
What's Capsule's tweet?
Look at it. Look at Castle's
Was it
tweet.
thank God I got dropped?
He said sensational. It's future. That's future, right? That's future.
I mean, look. Basically, the situation here is this: is that it was basically sounds like Slasher and Asim had pressed inverse, like everybody else in the org for the most part. They didn't listen to the players, and Doug came on the show and said, "I guess we'll see." And well, we're seeing, and it's not very fucking good. So
Doug was
hopefully
saying something about like how it's like he had a vision, the other people had a vision, and they just didn't stop listening to
Suddenly
one or the
I'm
other.
blind, bro.
was it a vision of
They-
fucking L's? Like I don't.
So two sides
had
of
a
like the
vision.
coin had a vision, and like they ended up instead of like going all in on one, they kind of like split the difference and like created this monstrosity of like a roster. Yeah, so
My bad, monstrosity.
I just don't understand what like the organization is, the owners, like they obviously pay attention, they watch, they're on social media. Like what do you think I'm curious what is going on in their heads, bro? As every single month, every week that goes by, they know they're paying these guys to be absolutely nothing on the map, bro.
I think
Jesus.
That's
I would
tough.
be
Their
losing
owners looking at the mini map. What are we doing?
I would be losing my absolute mind, bro. Just like what is going on?
That's tough, man. That's tough for sure. That's definitely tough. But any other final thoughts, guys, on this series? I feel like you guys don't.
No,
true?
it's gonna be more misery for Boston. I guess they got some opportunities to maybe get some pride over the next few series. They close out the rest of the stage, and they're gonna start losers bracket. They play LAG, so I guess they could theoretically win that one. Optic and Carolina. So
I think Boston might win the World Cup. No bullshit.
Ah, shit. Now we're delusional.
What is this guy saying?
We got contact high from watching their series.
What the hell is this guy saying? But let's move on. So we have the Esports World Cup. Definitely wanted to talk about this, kind of break this down and kind of say what's going on. But the tournament is going to be held August 15th through 18th, which is tough for me. I actually have my best friend's wedding on the 17th, so I'm going to do the best I can to obviously be around for this and watch party and fucking do some shows and stuff like that. But, Benji's going to have to take the reign. Benji will be doing his thing. But
So we're not going to Riyadh.
no, we might be going to.
no, y'all can go. I can't
Tom
go.
just say
If Tom
can't
is not
go?
going,
No,
if
no.
Tom is not going, I'm not going.
Yeah,
I
you
will
guys-
not be going to Riyadh.
Yeah, I
You
can't
guys-
go, but
You guys
Ben
don't
might
wanna
be
go
going.
just hang out
No,
with
I
me?
do. No, Ben, have fun, bro.
What the fuck? I'm getting ditched?
Yes.
Bro,
Why
what
do
the
you?
Yes. Have fun.
Bro,
Me and-
wait,
me
hold
and
on.
Z-
Wait,
me and
wait,
Z-
wait,
me
hold
and
on.
Z
Why are
go
we
down,
not
baby.
acting?
Ben's gonna go to Riyadh and do a solo
Why?
Me
watch.
and Z
Why?
Carbone. Me and Z fucking
Have
Why
fun.
are we not acting? Why are we not acting like Atlanta FaZe did get invited, and Ben, as you know by the tweet of Atlanta FaZe today, when they won, Ben is on the team, bro. He literally played that Boston series.
yeah.
So
you're-
he's gonna be going with Atlanta FaZe anyways.
You guys
you're-
think that
yeah, okay,
you guys
bro.
think that FaZe could have won today if Ben was playing for one of them?
Yes.
No.
No. Yes.
I think they could have.
Who do you
Not
think
even-
that
no
Ben
bullshit.
could replace and win the series today?
Ben just
Wait, I
actually has to be the team bitch though. He has to get in hills. He has to grab the
Jesus.
bomb. Like he needs to
Probably-
do everything they need him to
Yeah.
do. And
Wait, is this disrespectful? I genuinely think they could have.
I think they could have done it. I actually think they could have done it.
I don't think they would have needed been. I think they could have Neslo'd 3v4.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Nah,
There's no way.
Just like
There's no
like an
way.
actual 3v4.
There's no way they do that.
Only
I mean,
three of them
it's
spawned
a
in.
triple Karachi. That's my fucking map.
Nah,
so.
they definitely need a body. They definitely need a body in the map.
That's
Not
crazy.
in that. Not in the 3v. Not in like the 2-3-5 maps.
Nah, the body on the map helps for like info and just
In
like
Hardpoint,
drawing,
yeah.
like aim assist dragging. Like I think Enable had like a role in like Call of Duty that he was like known
My
for,
bad,
just dragging aim assist back in the day. Like
I'm gonna drag us back on topic here. Listen, to answer your question about the Esports World Cup, we have an opportunity to go. If we might go, we're gonna try and figure out over the next.
Why do you keep
few
saying
weeks.
we when everyone here said
No
they
one is
can't
going.
go?
We
I
are
guess
not going.
I guess we're not fucking going.
We are
Ben,
not going.
I'm gonna be in Japan. Sam's not going.
Ben
Chris is
wants
not
to go
going,
and he
Tom's
wants me to
going,
fucking
and
pay
Tom's
for
at a
it.
wedding. Yeah. What?
Wait, what do you mean? They're gonna. That's not what I've heard, Tom. That we may. Be
Listen,
able to go
we'll
with our
figure it
shit
out.
covered.
We'll figure it out.
What is this
Also,
guy yapping
the wedding is only on the 17th. I'm gonna be live for the 18th, the 16th, the 50, all the other days.
Tom, it takes a whole day to travel there.
You're traveling to
I'm
Riyadh.
not
You're flying
going.
back.
I'm not
He's not
going.
gonna-
Then what is Ben yapping
I don't
about?
know what he's yapping about. I don't know what this guy's yapping. This guy's yapping off the wazoo. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest in the building. The 3-time world champ, the champ himself,
Clay
one of the best ARs to ever do it. Give it up for the one and only
ponytail
Clayster.
WWE wrestler in the house.
It's time for our world tour after beating Optic.
Let's go, Clay.
There we
Hit
go.
up Breaking Point. Let me get on there too, bro. Let me talk about it. Go on. Our media tour, bro. We're going on tour right now, bro.
Hey, welcome to the show, Clay. It's good to hear your voice. It's good to have you in here, Clay. What's going on, bro? How you feeling, bro? After a big
Been
W today?
It's been a while, bro.
Bro, it's
since
been
I've
a
on
long
here.
time, bro.
Yeah, the last
Long
one was
time,
when you
man.
crashed out with Pat.
Yeah, I did crash out a little bit. Also, Pat, fuck you.
When did we crash out?
What?
What do you remember?
A dozen times over our friendship, Pat.
I don't remember any
Might be-
crashes, Clay.
Might be more than a dozen, to be honest.
I think
Pat, I
it's been
remember.
smooth
I
sailing
remember Pat
since
was
COD
cooking
4.
the fuck out of your roster.
Smooth
whole
sailing,
time.
bro. We're good.
But Clay, obviously, you know, the beginning of the split, you guys lost a lot of close game fives. It's gotten a little bit more, kind of flipped the other way in the end. You guys have been able to convert that. Like, is that just, you think, just variance? Have you guys done specific things over the last like week or two to try and improve like closing out game fives?
Yeah, I mean, obviously losing 3 in a row, we had to like start talking about it. And the issue with us is that like we lost 3 game 5s, all different maps, and 2 of the 3 game 5s we lost, we won in a game 2 in a previous series or in another series. So it's not even like the map that's fucked. It's like it being game 5 is what's fucked. So that's more mental shit. So we obviously talked about that a lot and just making sure we have the same level of like mid-round adjustments and like play calls that we do in our map 2s as we do in our map 5s, because like sometimes in map 5s people get a little nervy, like the play calls aren't as confident, people aren't as, you know, nobody wants to make a mistake, so you play like less loose, which we realized was an issue. So we definitely focused on that a little bit going into the last 2 matches, and thankfully the last 2 went our way. I mean, I'm not sure the Thieves one should have went our way. That one we had some really good nades and just play calls and clutches and stuff against Optic. So I will say we played the last 2 better in our own comms and stuff. So it's definitely something we've been working on. But you know, it's fucking, we're 50% in every game mode. We win all the game modes equally, which is insane to me. And we just flip flop like what we're good at, what we're not. So it must be a mental thing. That's the only thing I can.
Yeah, I mean, you can even see it, right, in the consistency, right? Like, what there was a period of time where Gwen was frying and then everybody else was struggling, and you and Fellow were going crazy for a little bit, right? And then Gwen was struggling a little bit. TJ's had his moments. TJ's been great, to be honest.
DJ's been rock, bro.
DJ's been amazing.
He's
bro.
been great. I mean, now all you guys seem like you're just kind of on the same page now. Hey, is there anything you guys have been working on just to kind of work on those consistencies? Because I always feel like that's like the biggest thing, right? Is just being consistent, and you know your ceilings, right? Like, you guys know you're a great team. It's just about putting it together and executing that. Well, what has kind of been the adjustment there?
Yeah, I think like when it comes to consistency in COD, when you're winning the map sometimes pretty handedly, or like a situation, just say a Karachi P2 hold, when everybody's in the position they're most comfortable in, we usually win it. But when that's like altered and say Isaiah or Gwen is in my spot, I'm in Tej's spot, Tej is in Fellow's spot, like everybody's playing their not like comfortable role spot where they're kind of like really don't know how the timings work, what they should be looking at, how they should adjust. It falls apart. So like that's where we found a lot of our inconsistencies come from. Like when we're in our ideal setup and all in our comfort positions, we're really good. And when we kind of have to like play each other's is when we end up getting broken, or we can't break correctly, or fill orders wrong, or whatever the fuck it is. So we've been making sure to tighten up like all those like breaking a P2 Karachi. How exactly are we approaching this? Where are attacks going? Who's chowing first? Who is he calming to his second teammate? Chow with me. Making sure to like fine tune all those like small talk details is really what we've been focusing on. And because like we know we're good at our best, but we need to make sure we're good even when we're a little off rhythm.
Right. Yeah, no, that's good, man. You guys look really good. You guys been playing a lot better. I want to ask you about the World Cup, but has anybody else got anything to ask Clay, Pat, Chris?
I got
Sam?
one question. Clay, you said that you're 50% in all your game modes? Is that what you said?
On land, yeah.
Oh, on land. Okay, gotcha.
Yo, Pat had a stat.
I didn't
ready to
know.
go.
I didn't
He had a
know.
stat ready to
Yeah,
go.
that's fine. That's
You
fine.
I'll clarify.
There was a stat on the edge of that tongue.
I was just wanting to make sure, because from what I was seeing, I see a 41% win percentage in hardpoint, 43
There
in
it
S&D,
is.
and 44 in control with a 43 overall.
He
but I
rounded
don't
up,
have the
bro.
land
He
stat.
rounded
I don't have the
up.
land stat,
Yeah.
which you might be right. You might be 50.
He rounded up.
But to be fair, Clay, once you guys
rounded
moved
up.
in together, Clay, y'all been playing better too, though. Like there was a period of time where you guys were all in different spots, right? And online was kind of a blender for y'all.
No, for sure. I mean, ever since midway through last stage, we've all been together. There's been like a weekend of like, I think it was like 2 or 3 matches where I wasn't here and they were all here. But ever since then, I've been here and figuring all that out. So
Yeah.
I do think it helps a lot. I mean, the conversations we have outside of game are so important. I mean, everyone in here knows this. Like when you are able to have conversations with your team about the game outside the game, when you're just like chilling, eating food or walking somewhere or whatever it is, those conversations make you better, way more better than the conversations you have like in between maps when everybody's pissed you just lost in a scrim set, you know? So,
Yeah. Ben might not, but yeah.
oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Ben definitely doesn't know, but
I
the rest
got
of
a
us.
question. Did Gwyn find out if they make Lunchables in Saudi yet?
Is that all he eats?
Lunchables?
We might have to import them, bro. Like we've thought about it.
That's
Like, you know,
crazy.
import.
I'm gonna make sure that
Importing
them shits don't
Lunchables.
get fucked
God
in.
damn.
Is that all he eats or something? Why does he love Lunchables or something?
No, he's got a pretty eclectic diet. He eats like Lunchables, pepperoni pizza, like
Nuggets.
nuggets.
Oh my God, he's a toddler.
He's one of those. He's one of
Oh
those,
my God, he's a
bro. I know a
toddler.
lot of people like that, bro.
He
They
goes
only
to a
eat
5-star
chicken
restaurant and
fingers.
gets chicken
they-
tenders.
Yeah, bro. I know a lot of people who eat like that, man. Couldn't be
He
me.
likes fine dining, man. Like what can I say?
That's actually hilarious. That's actually comedy. Anybody else got any questions for
Oh
Clay?
yeah, I'll definitely take off my nail polish when I go out there too. That's for sure.
Why, bro? They don't like that shit over there?
That's a good joke. It's a good joke.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it now. Yeah.
My God.
Clay, it's a good one. It's a good one, Clay.
I
It's a
mean,
fucking
that's
good
I will.
one. I mean, good luck, Clay. Best of luck to you. Let's move on to the Esports World Cup.
Yeah.
We got.
Thank you guys. Thanks for having me on, man.
Wait,
I gotta
Clay, where
watch
you
VOD for
going?
Miami. I gotta watch VOD for Miami tomorrow, man. I just
VOD?
stay for a little bit.
For Miami?
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
chill. That's a
Yeah,
must.
you gotta
Sorry.
lock in.
It's a must win.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I'm
they're must
trolling.
win every series.
Everything's a must win, man.
All right,
Oh
Clay. All
my
right, Clay. It's
God.
been a pleasure,
I love
brother.
you guys,
Enjoy-
man.
love
Wow.
you too, Clay. Enjoy.
What a
Ben,
cameo,
Ben, take
dude.
this, Ben. Give me a second.
Dude,
All right,
what a
let's-
fucking cameo.
Let's lock in. We're gonna talk about the
Goodbye,
Esports World.
Later,
All
bro.
right, later, Clay. Later, Clay. Appreciate it. Let's get a relay in the chat. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about the Esports World Cup while Tommy fucking yells at Gizmo. Details got announced this week. The tournament, obviously, we talked about the dates. Prize pool is massive, 1.8 million, with first place, I believe, getting 600K. And
Yeah,
the
here it is,
format
right
for
here.
the-
Here's the breakdown right here.
Yeah, but the format for the event's a little bit interesting if you want to go to the next slide, Tom. So it is a 16-team tournament. Word on the block is that all 12 CDL teams have been invited. No word yet if they've all accepted, so we're not sure how the remaining spots will be allocated, and if one CDL team declines, we'll get that spot, whatever. But it's a group stage, 4 groups, GSL groups. So like we had in Raleigh, win 2 before you lose 2, best of 5s. And then the top 2 in each group will advance into a single limb best of 5 bracket with the best of 7 final, which y'all probably agree is kind of whack. I'm not a big fan
single
of
limb
Single
brackets
limb
are dumb.
blows.
but if we're gonna do a single limb, it should at least be like a best of 7.
You
Like,
should have,
if-
yeah.
I
I'm not-
heard that they're assuming all of the league teams go. The other 4 spots will be, I think it's like qualifiers.
Is it open
probably.
quals?
I don't know if it's open. I don't know if
Open
it's challenger
quals would
related.
be
I don't,
Sam, you
I don't
want to
know.
make a
I don't-
roster?
I'm down, Pat. Let's get what we're
I don't
going,
know.
bro.
I don't know if there's a
Let's go.
threshold maybe for pro points. Like
Let's
it
make a
could be,
flank
like,
team.
tied into challengers. But anyways,
Yeah, we
I've
might
heard-
be decent.
I've
That's what
heard
I'm saying,
I've
bro.
heard it's like if it's online
Yeah.
qualifiers, it's going to be split into regions, and I think like there will be 2 NA spots. I think like maybe 1 EU, and then I don't know if there's another one.
Probably
Oh,
Mina.
actually, yeah, there's a Saudi team, so that
Yeah,
that
probably-
that will go.
probably
So
be a
that'd be
Mina spot.
that would be the 4 spots. There'd be a MENA spot, a European spot, and 2 NA spots.
When would the qualifier happen?
I don't know. That's just what I heard.
Like
That would be the
hypothetically,
thing.
hypothetically, when do you think it would happen?
I mean, it
Probably
can't
before
be that far
champs.
off.
Right before.
Yeah.
I'm thinking me, Tommy, Ben, Pat. We run it.
Yeah, we're fucked. We are fucked.
What? I'm vetoing Karachi every time.
I don't know. That's Ben's playground, Pat. I don't know.
That's where
Never
Ben
be on my best
flourishes.
map.
Listen. If there's an actual qualifier, y'all want to make a team, I could learn the game in like
Dude,
a
we
few
should.
weeks.
If it's open, we should run
It's
it.
a lot of money, bro. It's a lot. Of
I could
fucking
learn
money.
the game in a few weeks.
If it's
Yes.
open, we should
And
run
you
it.
gotta think if we draw Optic in the groups, like that's a
Like,
freebie for us. You know?
Whoa! We gotta qual first, Pat. We can't use mental
Yeah,
blocks
I'm
if
just
we're not
saying,
qual.
I'm just saying.
We definitely got to qual first for sure.
We're gonna have to beat FaZe Black literally for a spot.
Well, that's
FaZe
free.
Black
That's
Academy.
Tom's order.
No, you said
Tom will
there's-
just
you
tell
said
him to forfeit.
You said there's 4 spots.
No,
Imagine-
yeah, but there's 2 NA
imagine.
spots. We
So-
just
Yeah,
hitting
Tom
the
just
NA
says, "Look,
region.
y'all gotta hold that
to
one."
Repeat, basically, to repeat what I said, there was a so when this first got announced, the rotation tweeted that only 4 CDL teams got invited, which I was immediately on stream like, I don't know if that's true. I think it's like old info. They subsequently edited their tweet and said, well, maybe 12 invited teams, and then we got more clarity today that all 12 CDL teams have been invited, but no word yet if they've all accepted, because there could be a world where one of these CDL teams decides not to accept. And I wanted to kind of pivot the conversation to this sort of interesting piece, which is this is sort of in the middle of the offseason. So I'm very curious how the CDL offseason is going to work when there's a tournament like literally a month after the season, which at this point, people are signing contracts on their new teams. Are the deadlines going to shift for the CDL season now? Or are we going to see the same deadlines, but people are signing short-term contracts like 14 days? There's a lot of unanswered questions on the CDL side that need to be addressed here about how all this is going to work out.
Yeah, that's the most interesting thing for me.
Yeah.
The tournament's cool, but like I don't know how because the roster lock is pre-major 4. So you're
Correct.
playing if you're agreeing to go, you're playing with your major 4 team, regardless of the changes or whatever. I don't know how it's going to work, but for this event in August, which is prime time sketch territory, so I don't know if teams are just gonna just have a nice little GA, be like, yeah, we're playing together, but we're not teaming together. I don't know
I
how
feel
this
like
is
that just
gonna
causes tension.
work.
It's weird. It's weird.
We'll
And
agree.
you gotta
Nah,
think too.
people are
There's a
just
lot of money in this tournament,
people
bro.
people are just gonna hold the sketching until after, bro. Like they're gonna treat this like champs, like another champs.
I was hoping for 8 teams, to be honest. I wish the teams that didn't get invited
I
just
mentioned this,
build random rosters.
Chris and Pat, I mentioned this earlier. This is almost like with the PAX East situation in Ghost.
Yeah, maybe. Either way, people are gonna treat this like
Yeah.
another champs, bro. Like they're gonna go to
100%.
champs.
Why wouldn't
They're
you?
gonna play to win the shit.
It's a fuck ton of money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it is a lot of money.
I mean, you show up and get dead last and you get 5.
I mean,
racks per person,
realistic.
so-
I mean, the thing is though, okay, maybe maybe not all the teams will treat it like a second champs, but at least the top teams will. Like the top teams, and that's like really who
Boston's
cares.
just
I mean,
tweaking because it's
I'm
another
not
thing they
I'm
can't qualify
telling
for.
you, CDL players who had
No,
Thank God
they got
them for
invited.
free.
That's
Chris,
great.
listen, anyone that had a vacation booked after champs has immediately canceled their ship because all the teams recognize there's a big event and that if their team is going, they're going to need a practice for 3 or 4 leagues leading into. So it's not really going to be, maybe you take a couple of days off or like 5 days off after champs, but it's back to the well because you win this shit. It's 150K per person.
wonder how many.
Imagine thinking that they were free from this game
I
after
wonder-
champs and
I
then this
wonder
shit got announced.
I wonder
Yeah.
how many teams outside of the top 4 teams for the event, or like the top 4 CDL teams, if they all go, are going to actually scrim for this tournament.
Why would
I
you
mean,
not scram?
Why would
I
you
mean, I'm-
not
I'm-
fucking
I mean,
practice?
Am I-
Some people, because
am
some
I
people
hearing
hate
this
their,
right?
because some people hate their teammates and they just want to get the
Oh,
season
no,
over with.
hell no. There's
What the
no
fuck?
way,
This
bro. You
is-
gotta
Have a
make it
chance at
work, bro.
1.8
Hey,
million.
I'm just saying. I'm just
Tom,
saying.
go to a slide previous. Go to the previous.
I don't know,
slide.
bro.
Let's
If
look-
I'm
let's look at the-
beans, I'm like, are we really?
Bro.
I want to
Are we,
demonstrate.
Wait.
You think Boston
Going
scrimming?
back though,
Bro,
going back, did I not tell you guys
You think
Boston
anyone
should have
screaming
blown it
Boston?
up in preparation for the new year? I tried to tell
Bro,
y'all.
you
tried
make
to tell
the
y'all.
single limb bracket and you make 20K per person.
Boston is
20K.
Listen, Boston will be scrimming
Win 2
challenger teams.
matches.
They won't be scrimming the pro teams. They won't be
10K
playing
per
them.
10K per match if you win. I'm just trying to throw that out there.
Yeah,
Like, that's
that's
insane
true,
money.
man. 2 matches and you 20K a person. Boom.
Wait,
Yeah.
if you guys reading that, all we gotta do is qualify for 5K.
I'm telling y'all, bro, we might have to cook. Pat, you take some vacation
Can we
time?
qualify? Just not show up. Just take the 5K.
Yo, we just forfeit, get 5K.
That'd be crazy. That'd be
Just forfeit, get 5K.
I'm actually down.
that actually would be fucking
Listen,
crazy.
Pat takes like a week vacation time, 2 weeks vacation time. We get some scrims in.
I'm already taking a week off to move to Dallas at the end of June. So, like, you know.
I don't know, man. We get
that's
ASIM to scrim us on FaZe Black.
Pat,
Like
Pat was really good back in the old MW2 days, and we are playing a couple MW2 maps. So
that's we lobby to bring back Terminal. Pat's got strats.
The only
now
downside
we just
is
gotta bring back Demolition.
I gotta download the game, but everything else we're good.
That's the
Need
thing.
someone to give me a class.
People would be like, "Nah, you guys would be terrible." But like, obviously now, if we hopped in now, we would be so bad. But
Wait,
if
hold
we
on. I
actually
actually
scrimmed
think
every
I
day and
would
went
be.
hard,
I actually think we'd be solid at search.
Me and Sam would be carrying your asses right now. I'm not gonna lie to
probably
you.
100%. I mean, listen,
I
I
actually
don't
think we'd be solid at search.
The
though.
only time
Tom, I
I
think
play
we're
COD is
gonna
off the papaya and
that is facts.
fucking just like, you know what I mean? I haven't grinded COD in so long just because like we just have so much other shit going on.
The problem is, Chris, you would have to run a sub.
Wait, I'm locked. Have
I
you seen
would
my
lock
sub
in
clips?
though. Trust me, I would lock in where I'd be going hard as fuck, bro.
I mean, Tom with anyone can shoot the rival, so I mean, like we'll be valid.
Sam,
Wait,
you
and
know
it's
after a
not
week or
multi,
two, I'll
right?
lock in, Sam. I'll
That's
lock
what I'm
the
saying,
fuck
Tom.
in,
Like
bro.
you with the rival in your hands, like you'd be lethal.
Yeah, well, I need to use that motherfucker. You know, or I could use an MCW Renetti.
Nah,
you can run
nah.
the
You want
rival.
the God gun. You want the God gun, bro. I'm keen. Rival? I'm keen.
Coach
No,
Ben
Sam,
is
you gotta
insane.
run it, you gotta
Coach
run
Ben
it,
is insane.
Nah,
bro.
come on, Pat.
We don't need Coach Ben.
Unlock me, bro.
Yo, Ben's probably advocating so we.
CDL.
Ben's probably advocating so he can go to.
So we can go.
Wait, so how long is the flight to
It's like a whole ass day travel, bro.
Like 16-hour travel day.
Is it,
17-hour
bro?
travel.
16-hour travel is insane, bro. That is insane.
Yeah, because I think
Really?
You're
Why?
gonna,
Oh, from LA, probably. Yeah.
If Ben doesn't get us business, bro, I'm not going.
Because my flight from Dallas to Japan's only 14, so I wouldn't imagine it would be that
business.
much.
It's
longer,
on
would
your
it?
tab, Tom.
yeah, but you got to go. I mean, I assume
Yeah, I know.
there's
That's
not
a
a lot of
problem.
directs to Riyadh. There's probably directs to. The directs are probably to Jeddah and Doha. So either way, you got to fucking have a layover.
We're talking the logistics. Listen, boys, we're gonna qual and then not go for 5K.
Yeah,
I'm
that would be
down.
insane. That would actually be insane.
Yeah, bro. Sorry, something came up.
But I mean, to talk about that subject though, because I know we're kind of half trolling, half not, whatever. I'm kind of trolling. I'm definitely not playing into that shit, to be honest with you. But like
You're not down? That's 5K.
no,
Tom.
but I want to talk about.
that fucking idea.
I mean, but I feel like other people have been hinting about
Tom,
it. One of them being
Tom.
formal,
Wait, Tom, think about it though, real quick.
about actually doing it.
You're gonna watch party the qualifier, right?
Right.
Why not just stream the qualifier from your first person playing POV? You'd get 2x the viewers.
Yeah, no, I'm actually fucking down if you guys want to start scrimming every day and shit.
Whoa,
Yo, we
whoa,
just
whoa,
hop into
whoa.
the qualifier.
Pat, 10 a.m. sharp tomorrow.
We didn't say nothing about the scrimming.
Pat, 10
part.
a.m.
But then
sharp
Slay,
tomorrow.
Pat, I'm sorry, but if we don't scrim, we have no chance, bro. We have no
Bro,
chance.
we can
if don't
Neslo
scrim.
every series.
Right.
Jesus.
How the fuck are we gonna Neslo? I mean, we could realistically. I mean, we could. You know what I mean? But shit,
Bro,
not even.
scrimming?
What about like a week of scrims, Pat? Maybe a week? Can we get like a week? Maybe 2 weeks?
I'm screaming on X Defy, bro. Miss me with that.
Nah,
I'm on
that's
Arena
crazy.
Occupy. Fuck it, invasion.
Listen, I might be able to do a couple scrims on non-double XP weekends.
Brother,
think
I
you can get me there.
need 2 weeks clean, sober, ready to go, just locked in, team
We've been
scrims,
watching matches
comms,
all year
VOD.
long, Tom. We know
No,
everything.
no, but it's different when you're in game, bro. It's way different when you're in game. Way
Think about the
different.
VOD review we've done, though.
No, the VOD
We
review
might
that
have
we've
done
done.
more VOD review than some
We
pros.
100% have
we've done more VOD review.
100% we have done more
We
VOD
have
review.
definitely done more VOD
That
review.
is facts, bro. We have watched a lot of VOD, bro.
We have watched
We
more
might-
COD
we
than
might
at
know-
least one professional.
I
team.
know,
Yeah,
I
that
know
is
what
facts.
not
That
to
is
do.
facts.
I will say that. I know what not to do in this game. I might
Yeah.
not know what to do, but I
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
don't know what
yeah.
not to do.
Well, let's pivot because we should talk about this formal thing, Tom. Because to your point, like, don't know how for the qualifiers, like roster lock and pro points are going to work, but you know, to the formal point, like he's talked on stream the last week or so about his state and thoughts on Halo, the fact that he hasn't really been enjoying scrimming it, and then this seems to be his last year, and has been hitting in Twitter, maybe in the interaction seeking a little bit about coming back to COD. Like, what do you guys think?
I mean,
What's come back to COD
What's
if
the
it's
state
not
of
for Optic,
Halo?
bro.
What's the state of Halo?
Shit.
Not
dead
good,
as
not
fuck,
good,
bro.
dead.
I
No
would
new
say, wait,
content.
if Formal announces that he wants to compete again, I think he'd get on a team. Like, but in terms of the Esports World Cup, he's probably gonna have to like. I don't know.
But does he want to
would he even
compete
wanna
on
go
a
dog shit?
fucking mid-pack
Yeah.
dog shit team?
Yeah.
No.
Like what's
Why'd you say yes so confidently, Ben? Like,
Well, hold on,
like
but-
you're in his head.
Bro,
think-
he
but
ain't
think-
getting
but
on
think about
Optic.
it.
He
It's
don't
like
want to
Ben
compete.
knows. It's like
Gaming
Ben
out.
just fucking
No,
knows.
no. Gaming out, right? Who on Optic are they going to realistically draw for him, right? You
No
say,
one.
like-
No one. He's not
No
getting
not
on
gonna
one.
Optic.
drop
Don't
Brandon.
even entertain that.
Yeah,
Nobody.
So
Bro,
what-
he's not
what-
getting on a single top 4 team.
What team is he going to go to then? That's not a top 4 team. That like he's
None
gonna
of
be
them.
confident in those teammates.
Boston,
one.
rebuild
Bro, that's what
around
we just
Formal,
asked
pay him
you.
racks. He's on the second green team. It may as well.
Nobody.
Someone said Thieves, but then you're the same situation. Thieves. You and Dan Ghosty, and who are your 2 sub players?
Bro, he's not leaving the top
Like-
of Halo to come be mid-pack in COD and not
I
win
agree.
events. That's not
agree.
happening.
What do you mean you agreed? You were the one acting like it was gonna happen.
What do you mean?
I just lost full.
Honestly, I could see
Tweaking.
I could see LAG Formal, bro.
Oh my
LAG formal? Oh, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Holy
LAG
shit.
Formal would be crazy.
Yeah,
but I think,
those are my guys.
I think realistically though, I can definitely see it, bro. I mean, if there's an open qualifier, I can see Formal for a couple weeks of scrimming and like saying fuck it. Let's just
Oh,
go
for the
it.
yeah, for this tournament,
the
sure.
qualifier,
Yeah, not
yeah.
for like a series
But
But,
return to
but
COD.
that's
I
what I'm
don't-
saying. I feel like Formal can maybe form a team with some people and like actually go hard.
Scump and Zinni, bro.
Yo, the breakdown podcast and the flank, we're both in it.
That'd be
Yo,
fucking
imagine we were the
crazy.
2 NA teams that qualified.
That would be insane. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be fucking
But
awesome.
but I will say overall, I am super hyped for this. Just like my overall thoughts about it. Like I can't wait for this.
It's gonna be cool to have all-season content.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good vibe, man. It's August, man. It's my birthday month, and then we got the wedding, and then I got the tournament. It's gonna be popping, bro. And then plus on top of that, especially after the World Cup, teams are gonna be blowing it the fuck up,
Immediately,
bro.
like
100%.
Teams
I
gonna be
just
blowing it up in
like,
3 days when these quals
They'll
are
be
over.
they'll be blowing up
Yeah,
mid-tournament,
nah.
bro.
it's the off season. I think this year is actually gonna be insane. Like there's just gonna be so much going on.
You think the Anaheim fucking hotel bar was lit with people sketching on each other? Just wait till the fucking hotel in Riyadh.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking crazy, bro. It's gonna be insane. And we got the GTA RP server coming out in the off season. Slay, you hopping in or what, bro? You hopping in the
Yeah,
server?
I told you, Tom. Making my return.
You know, the nub, he's gonna be owning the strip club. That's what the nub's doing. He's owning the strip club.
Jesus.
Got Basharam with his corner store, you know. Sam,
Tom, what's the store I can get, Tom? That
I
little
don't know.
shop.
Pat, you know, you
Garage? Tom, you gotta have a garage.
Pat, you come talk to me and we'll talk. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Come talk to me and we'll talk. Sam, we got to get you in there. Nate shot it,
down.
and Seth and Tony said they were going to hop in too. We got to get everybody in
Might
there.
have
Okay.
to dabble on that.
All right.
You know, what about you, Ben, with the golf clubs?
I might come to Benny Brooks Wednesday. Come back.
I gotta take a leak, bro.
Oh,
Yo,
wait.
Chandler, I'm down. Chandler,
Can
I'm down.
we talk about one other topic before we wrap this up and like do predictions?
Sure.
So obviously, you know, some Black Ops 6 news came out this week as well. You know, really interesting.
More news?
Well, we talked about it we've talked about it before, but the omnidirectional movement has been asked to some pros on Twitter on stream. I know Tom Gravity made a fucking sarcastic joke on Twitter that everybody took serious, but a couple of players were asked about it on stream and like basically were seriously like, yeah, maybe we do need a GA like omnidirectional.
Bro, they
movement.
haven't even played the game
Bro,
or know
Sam,
what
Sam,
what
they
it
haven't
does.
played the
Watch
game
out,
yet.
Pat.
Bro,
Pat
Bro,
early,
that-
never wrong.
There's nothing to say.
omnidirectional-
Tried to say it.
Outside of the dive mechanic where people can dive and look backwards, which I think is fine. Like the sprinting sideways is probably just gimmicky. Like it's probably just like there, but it's not going to give you like a oh my
Yeah, but
god.
isn't it all tied to one thing? So it wouldn't matter if
Yeah, you
that
can't
part-
disable different.
Yeah, I know, but
parts
I'm
of it.
saying like it's probably just gimmicky. It's not like a broken mechanic. Like it's not like they're introducing a fucking slide cancel. They're just introducing a sprint. It's literally just a sprint where you could sprint a different direction. Like
No,
like,
but we're,
you know what I
I don't think anyone's talking about that. I think it's the diving.
They're talking
the
about
proning.
the diving, the proning, and the turning around and shit.
Yeah.
how's that?
I
how's
don't think that. I
fugazi?
don't think that's fugazi. I really don't think that's fugazi. If somebody's diving around and turning and doing crazy shit, then
You're getting shit on. Like,
let them
what?
do it. Or they're doing some crazy shit and they're going nuts. Like that's what makes it fun. Like listen, bro. There's got to be a balance. Listen, I've been a player and now I've also seen it from the other side, from like actually watching every day and from a viewer perspective. Like I think it'll benefit the players too if they start thinking about like the esport as a whole and just making it more fun for
Yeah,
everybody. The
yeah,
viewers,
for
the
everybody.
casual players.
Right,
they're-
like don't
they're-
overdo it. Don't overdo it. Like I understand you might think something's cheese or this and that, but think about just the overall viewer. Just think about the overall esport as a whole. What's gonna make this more fun and entertaining? That's what's gonna take this to the next level. You know what I mean?
Tom, I love that you're taking the idealistic high road on this, but let's be honest, the players are looking out for themselves and their teams, and they're going to do whatever in the best interest of those. So I won't be surprised, to be honest, once shit comes around, that they're going to try.
This shit is getting GA, bro. That's all it is. It's gone. It's probably gone. If I was a betting man, I would put money on it getting GA.
I'm confused.
People are selfish.
Isn't it built into the
care.
game? Isn't it built into the game?
No, it's toggleable.
Yeah, like it's a toggleable setting.
Okay.
Well, so Spinner Spence said that basically said the word letters NO about the league doing anything about it. But obviously, if the players have a fucking GA, then
that's what the point of the GA is.
Yeah, there's something the league can really do about that.
That's the whole point. It could be on and then just not use it. Don't disable setting and just don't do it, bro.
I guess we'll TBD see what happens. The beta is going to launch Labor Day weekend, so we got 2.5 months. So I guess we'll see when the game comes out and people get their hands on it if they think it's OP or not. I guess TBD.
It's not going to be OP, bro.
It's not about it being OP, bro. It's about the people in the league and the way the shit that has been GA'd in the past and the precedent that has been set. That shit is gone.
Nah, we're gonna have to do something about that, bro. We'll
Community
see.
crybaby cheese them.
Listen, we'll see what happens when the game drops, and we'll see how everything plays out. They might like it. Who knows? We haven't played the game yet, so I think talking about GAing something that we haven't even actually seen and play is fucking insanity. I
Which
think
makes it
it's It's
likely
Ben's
more
fault
likely
we
to
haven't played
happen.
the game. He hasn't got us in.
Think about what we had to
Tom
adapt
overslept.
to. Think about what we have to adapt to. Imagine if you could
overslept.
Imagine if you could toggle the dash in AW, or if you can toggle the wall running in Black Ops 3, right?
To be fair,
we had to adapt.
Wall running probably should have got GA'd if the maps weren't depending on it.
I mean, I agree. I hated wall running, but
wall running
I thought wall
definitely
running
broke
was lit.
some things. It was fun. It was absolutely fun.
It was
but
fun.
It definitely broke some things.
That shit was
Hey, you
awesome.
remember being able to run around?
nah,
the
it was
entire
pretty
evac
cool
map?
though. Wall
That
running
shit
was
was
fire,
awesome.
like flying around the map and shit. Like even AW.
Nah, G sliding off top grannies and then bouncing across the middle of fringe to top barn, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
Tom,
Nerd-
you know what's also fire?
What?
You know what's fire is a new limited
I
edition
fucking knew it.
FaZe Clip X Steel Series collection. We want to take a second to remind you all that it is now global. So you can grab the FaZe Edition Nova 7 wireless headset, the Apex 9 mini keyboard, Aerox 3 wireless mouse, and the QCK Double XL heavy mouse pad, all from SteelSeries retail partners globally, as well as from SteelSeries.com. You can also use the code TheFlank to save some money on SteelSeries.com. So make sure you check that out.
Unbelievable.
In the chat, man.
SteelSeries.com. Use code TheFlank. That's phenomenal. W's in the shit. That was phenomenal, Ben. That was great work there.
Thank you.
Let's speed run these. Okay, I got Carolina over Miami after a big win versus Optic. I'm thinking they're confident. I got the Los Angeles Gorillas winning against the Boston Breach. Boston haven't got a point in fucking months. So I got LAG.
The fans losing that one.
Seattle Surge going up against Vegas. I'm going to go with the Vegas Legion actually in that one. I think Vegas has been looking really good. Maybe some friendship cheese, maybe not. Who knows? I got Vegas Legion. And then, of course, we got Toronto Ultra going up against LA Thieves. I actually got Toronto Ultra in that one. Those are my predictions. Ben, go ahead. Who do you got?
I got Carolina tomorrow. Fuck
He
it,
said speed run.
I'm going to say Boston, Seattle, Toronto.
Okay.
Boston and the streak tomorrow.
Sam?
I got Miami, Boston, Vegas, and LAT.
Okay. Chris?
I got Ravens, LAG, Seattle Ultra.
All right. And then Pat?
I got Ravens, Seattle Ultra, and I just want to make note, LAG has the same record as Optic, and they're going to win tomorrow and have a better record than Optic. LAG. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
There we go. That's going to do it for predictions. Anything else you guys want to say before we close out? Floor is yours.
Nah, man.
All right,
Ben got a
folks.
big ass forehead. Run the outro.
I think moving forward, guys. I think Sunday we're gonna try and do the flank stage in the ZooMAFIA Discord. We'll get some people on. We'll get some callers. We'll talk about the weekend and we'll talk about the matches and shit. And I think tomorrow, I'm gonna post in the community. We'll get some questions for the end of the show. That way, if there's anything you want us to talk about or discuss, you can ask your question in the community on Twitter. So stay tuned for that. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Go to anchor.fm/theflank to check out audio sites we're on. Guys, we've also been uploading video to Spotify. It's been pretty cool. Been talking to Spotify a little bit, and they've been telling me about this video program. So if a lot of you guys are on Spotify and you want to check out a video version on Spotify, you can go check it out there. So go check that out. I don't know if a lot of you guys watch video on Spotify, but it was looking pretty dope. So
I didn't even know you could.
Yeah, so we're kind of getting into that a little bit. It's kind of something that they're working on, and they've been talking to us. They've been interested on kind of uploading on there and doing some cool stuff over there. So take a look at that if you're interested in that. And of course, go follow at The Flank on Twitter. Gert's doing a phenomenal job running socials, so go make sure to go check that out. And guys, for Major 4, we will be dropping merch, new merch, ZooMaa.gg, so make sure to stay tuned for that as well. We're bringing back some designs that you guys really liked and switching up the colorways, and also some new designs as well. So stay tuned for that. Excited for that one, and we'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Take care. Brush your hair. Take it easy. And we'll see you guys tomorrow on another episode of The Flank, man. See you in the watch parties. Peace out.
Come on.
Peace.
Goodbye.